Hello and welcome to another video. Something a little bit different, and I say that a lot, don't I? Something a little bit different. You can probably gather I'm in the middle of a field. And what am I doing in the middle of this field? That's what I'm doing. I'm in the crop tracks. I'm not actually standing anywhere else, as you can see where I am at the moment. This is quite a big area to stand in. I'm not disturbing the field or the crop whatsoever, and we're only 20 or 30 foot from the edge of the path there where Mr. O is over there. We're waiting for Paul Hill to turn up, and the reason being is he was here last night. He got some amazing noctilucent clouds. He got an amazing shot of the meteor, or the comet, sorry, that's through the sky at the moment with these trails and everything. There's a lot of photographs that's been on and you've seen around. There's an awful lot of them. I'd like to get one shot. If I can just get one shot of it, that's my plan. But the plan is to try and get Jodrell Bank just there, trying to get Jodrell Bank in the foreground as foreground interest, a prominent feature. We know it's going to come up between north, which is there, and northeast, which is somewhere around there. It's going to come up along the low horizon line. Paul's seen it last night, and like I say, he's got a fantastic photograph. Ever so jealous. He got it not from here but a bit further up, but he did get the noctilucent clouds from down here. So he's in the car. He's just pulled up down in the car park, down in the lay-by. That is the plan. Mr. O's keen and ready and wearing to go. I think what we're going to do though is head down to the pathway. There's a pathway between the two fields, a footpath. So I think that's the plan. We're going to head down that way. So it's going to be a nighttime shoot. We're probably going to be out most of the night, if not all night. And yeah, I just want to see it. Once I meet up with them and get the information off them a bit more, because they're a little bit more clever. They do a lot more planning. I know there's a few vloggers that have been out and vlogged this. They've done an awful lot of planning for this. I went out last night, didn't succeed at all because I was just in the wrong place. I was just sort of taking it off the cuff. Planning is, we know where it's going to be through Paul's help. He knows this area is quite good for it through Paul's help. So I've had help to work this one out because, like I say, I'm not very good at planning. So I'm not going to talk anymore. We're going to wait for him to turn up, head off down, and I'll talk to you when we're on location to where we're going to set up. We are back, and as you can see around me, it is very, very dark. We are now back on the side of the road, as you just heard that car going past. We've been down into the field. Went down into the field to try and get north and northeast in the right place. When Paul turned up and got the app out and he was looking for it, his eyes are absolutely astounding. His eyes are. I still can't see it with my naked eye now, and he's been able to see it with his naked eye for about an hour. But we can actually see it. We are taking photographs. We've come back up to the road purely because we wanted to get Jodrell Bank, which is there. We just wanted to get Jodrell Bank in, and the actual comet is somewhere. Let me see if I can come around this side and show you. That's Jodrell Bank, and the comet is somewhere up here. You won't be able to see it on that screen, but it is there. I've got a picture of it, and I'm very pleased that I've got a picture of it with Jodrell Bank, because that just gives you a massive key point. And let's face it, Jodrell Bank is the biggest telescope in the UK for sure. I don't know where else. And having a comet with a trail like that behind it is just absolutely fantastic. If I switch it on to play and I zoom in, you might be able to see it on the back of the screen. So there we've got the Jodrell Bank, and the comet is just over this side. I'm going to zoom in on it now. Oh, see if I can get closer to the comet and show you what it looks like. It's somewhere around there. I'll tell you what, let's put a live photo back on. That's better. And then I'm going to zoom in for you. If I can zoom in, there we go. Right, I'm going to zoom in, and you can probably just see on the screen a little tiny spot there. That's what it's all about, that little tiny spot with that trail. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that as a photograph. Settings wise, I've managed to get it down to ISO 160. I'm at f5. I've got the 50 to 140 on, and it's about 8 seconds at the moment, but that's starting to push its luck a little bit now because the time's getting a bit too long. So I think what I'm going to have to do is bring my ISO up a little bit more. Let's take it up to 250 and bring my time down. Let's have a look. Let's bring the time down to about 5 seconds. And I can actually focus, because Jodrell Bank's a long way away, I'm actually focusing on Jodrell Bank, and that's not bad for the comet. 2 second timer, and I've got it on slow continuous, And slow continuous is doing is taking 4 or 5 shots, and you can hear it each time, just taking the shot, taking the touch, taking the shot. Not ideal with having my light on my head, so I've just turned that off. So yeah, that's what we're basically doing. We are here, we are seeing it. Paul's just gone for a walk down the road now to try and see if we can get, we want to try and get the comet right above Jodrell Bank, but it's very, very difficult. We've got a couple of trees that are holding the image in on the right hand side. Might just be able to see them there. There's a couple of little tiny trees just holding the image on the edge, and then the comet's on the far side of the image. But it's working, it's working. Let's just bring that back up, let's have a look. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've got it all in, and a couple of stars, a little light on the top of Jodrell Bank as well, so I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, I'm made up with that, to be honest. That's pretty good. Not as good as some I've seen, but it's definitely up there. It's going to work. Right, I'm going to have a move around so we can find another composition. And I know it's not easy to vlog in the dark and talk in the dark, but yeah, it's all good fun. We are still here. We're still out. And these two behind me are just chopping away, talking about holidays and things like that. I've taken another couple of shots at different exposures, different settings. I'm now trying out the K&F nighttime filter as well, which is in this bag somewhere. Yeah, I put the filter on, and I put it on the front, and what it's supposed to do is supposed to eliminate some of the light pollution, and it seems to be working. It seems to have reduced that colour cast a little bit, so yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. The comet it's got a little bit closer actually, so I'm going to just recompose slightly and just bring the camera around and try and zoom in. Let's have a look, see if I can zoom in a bit more. And yeah, it's actually getting a bit closer to the... There we go. Let's just tighten it back off before I forget. It's actually got a little bit closer to the telescope now. So I'm going to do the same again. I'm at ISO 250, 4.5 seconds at f3.6. So I'm going to hit the shutter, let them run off let them run off. Again, they're on slow continuous, so it's just taking the pictures one after the other. I will check the lens then and just to make sure it's clear, because it's a bit dewy. Got me a big padded coat on, so I'm nice and warm. Just had a sandwich that Mr. O made, dead nice, and a drop of coffee that we brought with us. So yeah, still the same composition, the same style of photograph, but hopefully one of them will stand out a little bit better than the others. But yeah, pretty made up with this, pretty made up. Very difficult to vlog in the dark though, isn't it? It's not a lot to see behind me, it's pretty black, and there's not a lot to see in front of me either really. Let's have a little look at that on live view. Let's have a look and see what it looks like. Pretty cool, pretty good. Let's just zoom in. Zoom in, I've got a star, got another star, got some more stars, comets around here somewhere, and the comet looks awesome, looks very good. Quite dark, there's a few lines of power lines and stuff like that, but that's a pretty awesome photo. Check that out. So I've come a lot closer now to, I've come further down the road, roughly where Paul Hill was a little while ago. And I'm shooting now, and this image for me is probably up there with the best of them. Massive Jodrell Bank. I've been able to zoom in a little bit more now, so by zooming in I've been able to compress the image, and I've brought that comet closer and closer to Jodrell Bank. I've got the trees on the left hand side, I've got Jodrell Bank on the right hand side. You can almost see detail in Jodrell Bank. You can see all the mechanism, the legs. It's absolutely fantastic. The light on the top super sharp. You've got stars in the background, and then if I go up to the middle of the image, right there, the comet and the trail is just absolutely fantastic. I am so made up with this image. It is really, really cool. What I might do, I might try a little bit of light painting. I might see if I can put my light on and do a little bit of light painting and try and get a little bit of detail back in the hedgerow in the foreground. But that is absolutely phenomenal. So pleased with this. It's really, really cool. And as you can see, I'm right next to the road and a brick wall, but you won't be able to see it. It's just over there, and it's just, there's nothing there. But absolutely perfect. brilliant. Right, well, we are still here, still dark. It's still getting darker and darker and darker, but the comet has actually moved across the top of the sky, and it's actually gone right across the top of the Dodgel Bank. You can see there, it's come over, it's right bang in the middle. Absolutely some fantastic photographs tonight. So yeah, totally made up. I might as well thank Paul now, because it's all to him. He's over in the back there, you can't see him, he's got his little LED torch on. There he is, he's there, he's just blinded you. But thanks to him, yeah, me and Mr. Rose had quite a good evening. We wouldn't have probably worked it out quite as well without his help. So he's done a lot of research and checks all the apps out, all the weather, all the stuff. He's right nerd, to be honest.
And he can see it.
And he can see it, yeah, you can actually see it with his naked eye, whereas we can't. I still can't see it now with my naked eye. So I'm going to cut the video now. It's probably been one really weird one, just my little face and a black background and a few photographs. But yeah, it's been a really good evening. We're going to stop around as long as we can, probably to the early hours of the morning, in the hope of some noctilucent clouds, because Paul was here last night and he got some. I might borrow one of his photographs and show it if I can't get a better one. If I can, I'm definitely not showing his. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Normally it's daytime, normally we're out in the mountains and the hillside, and my battery's going to go flat. I'm going to enjoy my coffee. Till next time, ciao for now. Bye.